Okay, hello everybody. So Christy Allen here. I'm sorry for the little bit of delay. I was just trying something new out here. So actually the way I have this set up is that I'm actually broadcasting on my YouTube channel. So this is going straight to my YouTube channel. And at the same time, I have it set up that I'm I have it posted in my Facebook page. So I'm actually live streaming to my Facebook without the Facebook Live feature, but it is actually streaming right now. So I potentially could have people watching me right now as I'm speaking live on my Facebook page. I'm still kind of playing around with how to use Facebook pages, so I'm not quite sure who might be out there. So let me go ahead and kick this off. So if I don't respond directly to anybody that's posting anything on my Facebook, it's because I haven't quite figured out how to do both at the same time while I'm actually doing this. So today I decided, let me turn the volume down on my, I'm about to do some yoga. So that's the music that you hear in the background, that's yoga to my, music to my yoga. And I had a little bit of a setback this morning as far as getting things going, as far as my BDR, what I titled this as my basic daily routine. In the military, we have a BDR, and that's your basic daily routine of things that need to happen every day. And usually you have a systematic way of doing everything, getting things done throughout the day. And when you get out of the military, you're kind of like, you have all this newfounded freedom. You're like, yes, I don't have to get up at 0 dark 30, go PT and do all this crazy stuff that is on everybody else's schedule, but it's not on what I want to be doing for the day. Not that you don't enjoy it. You always end up enjoying PT. By the time you get done, you're like, oh, I'm so glad I did that. I'm around great people. You know, the spirit and camaraderie is there. But initially, you know, it's like having to go through the dread of getting up at a certain time so that you can make sure you're functioning to drive to get to the event, and things are set up ahead of time. So you have a lot of new freedoms now, and you're just like, yeah, I don't have to do this anymore. And one of the things that, not just along with freedom, but you now have to start establishing what your BDR that you want to do for your lifestyle now is. And you also have to start to learn how to set boundaries, which is a whole nother topic. But before I really get into all of that, I was having a conflict this morning because I had this intention, because, well, I had set some boundaries after I got out, and now I'm getting into a conflict with those boundaries, which I've been really good about sticking to. But now I'm starting to get into a conflict with those boundaries because now I'm starting to set new goals. And because I'm starting to set new goals, I have more things that need to get done in the day. So my time management is starting to get really, really crunched. And I'm going to have to revise some things. So that's what I've kind of been going through this past week, is revising some things. I've been resituating stuff around my house so that I'm better prepared for doing the things that I want to do in the time frames that I want to do it in. And I had every intention. I had everything set up that I was going to get up, take my kids to school. As soon as I dropped off Miles, I was going to go to Gold's Gym. I was going to work out Gold's Gym. And I was going to have this great feeling that I had, envisioned the night before, and everything was going great. But guess what happened? The weather, inclement weather. My dogs, I had asked my son to make sure they were fed before I walked out the door. He did that. He let them outside because a lot of times they get rambunctious, even like just 10 minutes of me being gone. Just regular dog behavior. But he didn't let them back in, and it had started sprinkling. And I had already left, and I wasn't planning to be back to the house for like another 2 hours. And I didn't want the dogs being outside. I'm like, what am I going to do? Do I rush home just to let them in? But then they're going to get all this energy in them thinking I'm going to do something with them. And then I'm going to just dart out of there. And then they're going to be confused. And then that's going to cause more chaos in my house. Or do I leave them outside and just like, well, we have a porch they can hide under. That's not really the right answer. So I came home, and I decided I was going to go ahead and do my yoga at home. So that's what the music that you hear. But I also had done a stretching, a little light stretching first thing in the morning. And it just got to me thinking, hey, you know, I'm going through all these daily routines, rituals that I'm trying to incorporate in my life. That is establishing my new BDR. So why not talk about BDR? So right here, I'm going to show you a little bit of the stretching that I did this morning. And it's just something really simple. And I know I just recommended this. I saw a posting. It helps with the hip flexors. The posting I had sent to a friend went way further deeper into detail, but I'm just going to show you a light version of it, because when you're first thing in the morning, if you're just rolling out of bed like I usually do, and you're sitting there on the floor going, all right, let's get going, you're not thinking about detailed stuff. So just right here, putting one leg forward, the other leg back, making sure that your hips are still squared to the front. And then you're just leaning forward. And in this, and initially, actually, I've already stretched a little, so I'm a little ahead of myself. But really, when you're first thing in the morning, go ahead and lean forward and support yourself, because you're still coming still too. So just place your leg back. And what you're doing is you're stretching out all these hip flexor muscles in through here. And lean forward while you're doing it. But while you're leaning forward, look down and take note. Where are my toes? Are my toes underneath my knee, or are they, and do I have a straight line? Because you want a straight line in order to avoid from knee injury and even strain down in your ankle area. So if you need to adjust, make your adjustment. And this also gets you in the mindset that when you're doing your squats, if you're already used to doing it like this when you're just doing daily stretching, your muscle memory is going to build up, and it's going to be incorporated when you do your squats, because it's very important that when you're doing squats that you are not allowing your knee, that you're cautiously making sure the alignment of your knee is in line with your ankle. So leaning forward. Now we've already been in this position for a couple of seconds. So now, again, making sure that the hips are staying square to the front and not angling, not twisting. You're not twisting your body. So you want your hips straight to the front. Now I'm going to pull up. Of course, everybody wants to Facebook now. All right, so now I'm going to pull up and my body core is straight. And now I'm getting more of a stretch in your hamstrings and your glute areas. But you're also, you might not necessarily feel the stretch, but you're stretching out this area as well. So again, now I'm coming up. You're waking up in the morning. Take your deep breaths. Take about 2 deep breaths here. Deep breath in and release. Another deep breath in. Bringing it in, making sure it's actually going down to the diaphragm and is expanding your core area. And then releasing, allowing it to contract back together and blow the air out. Okay, so now you got a nice little stretch in between this area here. Go ahead and bring it back up. Place your hand on the floor and then just do whatever it is that you need to do in order to make your adjustment. Again, you're doing this first thing in the morning, so there's no fast movement. There's no reason to jerk or try to get it done in a certain time frame. It's just a matter of allowing your body to actually wake up. And the best way to wake up, best area to wake up first is your hip area, in my opinion. And I say that because it's such a forgotten region. And, but yet, it's such a vital area. It's the area that helps keep us supported while we're walking, while we're running, while we're just standing. And then when we want to do a little bit extracurricular area of fun in our lives, it always seems to be the one area that hinders us the most. It is also a region because we do, a lot of times we end up sitting a lot, whether it's driving or desk work. The area is not getting stretched, so then it's staying in a constant state of contraction. So then all these muscles then become used to be in that situation, so that when they do expand and extend and are being stretched, now it hasn't been stretched like that, and that's where strain comes in. It also is a big culprit to lower back pain. All right, again, no timing is necessary, just whatever is feeling comfortable. And I know personally, again, making sure your hips are square to the front. Personally, I get a lot of strain up in my upper shoulder areas. So a lot of times I would catch myself sitting or having in this posture. And so by deep breathing, it reminds me to relax that region of my body as well. So 2 deep breaths. Expand through your core. Release. All right, and just in that little bit of stretching right there, I can already feel a lot of strain being released in this region right here. I'm going to go on to doing my yoga, but I just wanted to show you that that's a real simple stretch that you can do first thing in the morning and to kick off your BDR. And take some time today and really think about, how do you want to structure your BDR? I actually remember, I got it written in the other room. I can't show it to you because it's got personal information in there. But I wrote a BDR when I was in the military, how I wanted my basic day to go after I retired. And now I'm at that point of actually implementing it, and it's a good tool to have because it helps keep certain things on track so that you're not getting distracted. There's a lot of things in life that distracts us, and we got to stay on point sometimes because we're the ones that's kind of driving the bus for other people. So anyways, just wanted to close that up. Daily rituals that I am implementing is with my women's group. We actually have a talking circle. It'll be this Friday night. So if anyone is interested, if any of my female friends, and like I said, I've said this before, my male friends, even though you're not able to be in the circle, you have women that are a part of your life. And if your woman is happy, your life is going to be happier. So invite, send the invite to her, and let her get in here and see what this is about. And then I got a couple other groups that I'm in as well that is focusing more on veteran entrepreneur lifestyle. So if you're interested in that, my male friends, then yeah, you can hit me up and I'll share you information about some of those other groups that I'm getting into. And when I say groups, I mean like online marketing, like make money online with providing services or products to people that they are looking for. And a lot of it goes right back to the basic stuff that we already know as military mindset people. It's just healthy living. It's a healthy lifestyle. And we kind of have the upper hand of knowledge of this niche. And, why not? Why not help other people and be able to provide for your own family and your own sense of happiness and well-being? So anyways, that's it. I will probably do another one of these tomorrow. So be on the lookout for my little hip pocket class. See you all later. Take care. Bye.